What's up, everyone? All right, well, here we are. It's the end of the week, and I'm finishing the day up over $7,000. Another really solid day. TWMC was the big winner today, and it was a surprise because I traded it on Tuesday, and the thing was choppy. I mean, it popped up and then flushed back down, ended up closing the day red, and so today it gapped up, broke Tuesday's high, and surged all the way up to nearly $9 a share. Like, you know, where does this come from? What was the high? It was looks like 888 or something like that. Crazy. So thank goodness I got a couple really good entries and traded it very nicely. So I'm really happy with my trades on it. And what I'm gonna do for you guys is tomorrow I'm gonna upload a special video where I talk a little bit about the challenge of trading the big gainers, the big gappers, the challenge of trading them with composure, staying calm, cool, collected while holding sometimes a pretty big position. And I'm gonna give you guys a chance to watch my live trading archive of these trades this morning with my commentary of me breaking down, pausing the video and saying, this is what I was thinking in this moment, this is why I did what I did, or this was a little bit of a mistake that I made, but you know, it was, it happened. So I want you guys to watch that. That's gonna be coming tomorrow. But right now, we're gonna break down the trades, the gappers, and as always, if you guys have questions and comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you for tomorrow's episode, and then I'll be back at it on Monday morning. All right, hope you guys enjoy the weekend. I'll see you on Monday. What's up, everyone? All right, so we're gonna do our midday market recap here. I'm gonna finish the morning up $7,241.23, which is a solid day. It could have been a little better. I gave back a little profit off the top. Actually, my last 3 trades were 3 red trades. So I now have to stop trading, no choice. I am at one of my thresholds. The 3 thresholds that I'm using right now, if I have 3 red trades in a row, I walk away. If I'm down more than my daily max loss, I walk away. And if I hit my daily goal and then give back half my profit, I walk away while I'm still green. TSRI was a really tricky one. I'm up $42 on it. Not very impressive. This is one that was, you know, I mean, you look at it, and yesterday this was at $4, and today it's at a high of $8.88. And what was very interesting was that right around $8, we saw a buyer for 26,000 shares at 8. It dipped down, and right here, that entire buy order got filled. So someone bought 26,000 shares. Then it came up again. Okay, pop back up, and right here, another buy order for 20,000 shares. So someone's trying to buy 50,000 shares of this stock. And when I saw this second one, I was like, okay, I'm getting in, because if someone's trying to buy 50,000 shares, in my mind, they must know something, unless they're covering a short position, but the high was only 841. There's no way someone shorted 40,000 shares. Now, of course, someone could be short in theory from anywhere back here and could be covering for a loss. But it's kind of hard to imagine doing that when the stock is as extended as it is without news. You know, it's obviously extended. So I thought that this was going to be a good long, and I actually bought it at 8. I first bought it at 819 right here. And then I stopped out when that actually broke. So I stopped out at $8 and lost $400. My first trade, by the way, was down in here, and I made 400. So on this trade, I gave back the 400 I made. And then I got back in right here, and it popped up to 88, but I didn't sell any of it. I held, because I really thought this looks to me like something that's going to go higher, given the fact that someone just bought almost 50,000 shares of the stock. So I held, and then it came all the way back down, and so I'm back out of it with only $42 of profit. So I don't know. I guess I got kind of, I don't know, twisted around on this one, but that's okay. You know, it sometimes that's the way it is. I did pretty well on TWMC. So TWMC, so anyway, so my last 2 red trades, I was red here, and I guess red here. Maybe this was a small green trade, but it feels like a loser. So that was that. And then TWMC, This was a very interesting one. It was on our watch list, and right down here, up 21%. And what I'm actually going to do tomorrow, so I'm doing my recap now. What I'm going to do this afternoon is I'm going to go through the live recording of these trades on TWMC and TSRI, and I'm going to annotate them. I'm going to slow it down, rewind, show you where I got in, where I got out, and I'm going to turn that into a video, and I'm going to put it as a link on YouTube. So I'll upload a video to YouTube tomorrow, Saturday, that will give you a link to download the live trading archive and commentary. And of course, I'll upload it for Warrior Pro students as well. So TWMC, I'll break down in more detail there, but it was the leading, third leading gapper, top of the watch list. And I was a little hesitant on it because on the daily chart, we had this move right here, this big rejection on Tuesday. So it pops up, it breaks out over the 200, fails, and then flushes back down. Ends up closing the day red. And it did that on the news that they were selling the FYE segment of their business. So now they have the headline this morning that they've closed the sale and entered into a credit facility. And it just seems like, it seems odd to me that this very similar headline is creating such a big move when 2 days ago or whatever, it created such a drop. By the way, TOCA is very impressive. I didn't trade this one at all. I kind of missed the boat on it, focusing on other stocks. I am definitely impressed. Oh gosh, that's gonna get me a little FOMO because this would be the perfect type of stock to trade in my TD Ameritrade account, but I can't do it. It's past 10:30 and I had my 3 consecutive losses and I don't want another haircut. So I'm gonna try not to think about it. So anyways, TWMC, I took a number of trades on this. I was holding going into this halt right here, and then I took this trade right here, which gave a nice quick 45, 50, 60 cent breakout, and it put me up a total of about $8,000. I then went back in. So you got to be careful of overstaying your welcome. I went back in on this dip right here, and as it was squeezing up here, I thought that this thing was going back to high a day. I really did, and in fact, I was wrong because it has not gone back to high a day. It hit a high of 33, and then it's sort of faded and been petering out a little bit. So anyways, I unfortunately was holding that while at the same time in TSRI, and I held until down here. It came down to 760, and I stopped out. So I ended up losing almost $1,000 on that trade, which was more than I should have lost. But I was focusing on 2 stocks at the same time, and it was kind of, that's not usually a good idea, and it did cost me today. But one of the things that, of course, I always say is that every day you're either leaving money on the table or giving back profit to the market. And today's a day where I'm giving back a little bit of profit to the market, about $1,500 or so, and I'm okay with that because when I was first trading this morning after my first trade on TWMC and I made about $2,700, I could have just stopped there. I wouldn't have given back any profit, but I would have said, all right, I'm stopping. I've made $3,000 or whatever. It's a good day. And I would have been leaving a lot of money on the table. So what I generally like to do is I keep trading until I start to give back profit. And then once I start to feel like I'm going kind of over and giving back profit, I try to cut it real quick and walk away. Now, this is very challenging because sometimes when you start to give back profit, your emotions spike. And you start to get angry, frustrated, especially if you give back like 3,000 or 4,000. Even though I would still be up, 3,000 or 4,000 on the day, if I gave back that much, it would, of course, feel like a real loss, and that could trigger a whole round of emotional trading, which can then result in some really big losses. So it's not the case that every single day I'm in a good mental space to be able to trade right up to that threshold, because when I get up to that threshold, that's when things can get a little bit crazy. And I did give back a little profit today, but I am okay with the way I did it. So again, coming tomorrow, live trading archive with the annotation and commentary from these trades on TWMC and TSRI, and we'll be back at it first thing Monday morning. This is going to put me up just about 68, maybe $68,000 on the month, which is really solid. That's a fantastic month, and we've still got 5 days left. So all of next week, this of course is a leap year, February. I don't have my calendar right in front of me, although I guess I have it right down here on the whatever. So we've got 5 days left, and I'm just, again, I'm not setting any goals, expectations, or targets for the month. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna come in on Monday morning and try to have a great day. If I can make 500 bucks, that's awesome. If I make 1,000, cool. If I make 5 grand, you know, I'll get a pat on the back, puts a little cushion in my account, and I'll surely need that cushion at some point down the road when I go into a little bit of a slow stretch and I'm making only, you know, a couple hundred a day because the market is slow. I mean, you've got to think of it that way. It's the ebb and the flow, the up and down, and it's simply not realistic to expect that you will make the same amount of money every single day when you come into trade. Well, you know, I'll say it again, day trading is very hard, and it's a high risk activity in a lot of ways. I've done the best that I can to minimize my risk and to try to make it easy for me, but it's still hard because of those ups and downs. You know, of course, no one complains about having a week or a month where you make $70,000, but then when you have a month where you come in every single day and you only make 5 grand, or even worse, you lose 5 grand, it can feel really, you could just feel really deflated from that. And that was my month of January. You know, I came in every single day in January, and I had about $70,000 in winners. I had about $58,000 in losers, and then I had $12,000 in commissions. I finished the whole month break even. And, you know, that was a little disappointing, but rather than let it get me rattled and make me start thinking, I need to change my strategy. Maybe I should start trading large caps. Maybe I should start, you know, swing trading or pulling some lottery tickets on options. I said, nope, I'm just going to stick with what I know, because I always get through these cold cycles and I always get to the other side. And here we are on the other side. So hopefully we see some more nice momentum next week. I would say if this week is any indicator, we probably will, because we've seen some fantastic opportunities this week. So again, stay tuned for that episode that I'm gonna upload tomorrow, Saturday, and I will see you guys all first thing on Monday morning. All right, enjoy the weekend. I'm just glad that it's not another 3-day weekend. 3-day weekends are the worst. All right, see you guys on Monday. You wanna learn more about trading? Check out some of the links in my description, and if you have questions, ask them in the comments. I personally respond to every question posted on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe.